All right. What up? What up? What up to all my kings, queens, and you motherfuckers in between? Today on Under the Influence, we're going to be interviewing my lovely friend Kev, who has his own clothing line. And I'll let him talk about his business.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Kev, as Jazz said. My clothing line is called Primal Luxury. Primal Luxury, I started it around 2010. That's when I first started, around 2010. Um, Long story short, I noticed there's a niche for big men clothing. I was out there trying to find a lot of stuff, and the basically big men clothing that looks fly for us, that doesn't look like big guy clothing, it's like few and far between.
Mm-hmm.
So, in order to us to look as good as everybody else, you have to actually go and get something custom, or you have to go and spend a whole bunch of money. And I was like, nah, we have to do something about that. So, like I said, around 2010, I started. Around 2011, I did the first launch. I started out with just hoodies, and I maybe sold about a good 20 hoodies.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point in time, it just didn't seem like it was working. So I kind of fell back from it. And the whole time I did my research. So I went back and started researching materials,
Mm-hmm.
what works, what doesn't work, my thread counts, all types of things like that. And we came back about 2 years ago, about 2 going on 3 years ago, and relaunched. And from there, we've just been going up.
Damn, Kev, I ain't know you've been doing this since 2010. you a vet.
Listen, it's not a game, man. Like I said, sometimes you gotta fail at first to come back and do better. Everybody just thinks you could just jump into something and automatically, boom, it's gonna take off. But if you don't know what you're doing, man, you can fall on your face. And that's kind of like what happened. I kind of fell on my face real quick, and it wasn't clicking. And I'm watching everybody else come up, and I'm like, nah, you got to get it together, bro. Because, like I said, it's not just me; it's a bunch of other people that I know that are out there struggling, trying to find clothes, and it was just crazy. So, like I said, it was that fallback was a great setup for me to come back and be a lot better.
And that's what I'm afraid of with stepping out and finally pursuing my dreams, is the failure part. But like you said, you got to fail, fall on your face in order to pick back up and succeed. It's all about trial and error, trial and error.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Well, you kind of answered my questions as to why you started your clothing line and what actually makes your clothing line different. Because, with everyone coming out with their own clothing line, granted, everybody loves fashion. Everyone wants to stand out and be different and unique. And the fact that you talking about thread counts and shit, that just blew my mind. I said, what the?
Yeah, listen, it's not a game. It's not a game, especially, like I said, with being a bigger man, everything doesn't fit you the same like it would somebody else. Like somebody maybe a size 40 and under, they could go in the store and grab the same pair of jeans and just throw them on and be good. Now we're a little bit bigger, so we know we need a little more room in our jeans, depending on how big your bottom is, depending on how big your top is. You may need a little elasticity in your jeans, you know what I'm saying? Just so you can be able to flow a little bit better, or your sweatpants need to be a little bit looser. You know what I'm saying? You may be holding a little bit more in the front, so you may need to have the bottoms dropped a little bit more. You may be holding a little bit less, and you feel more comfortable and need your jeans up a little bit more. It's like I said, it all depends on the person, But for the most part, like I said, I make clothes for everybody, but it's basically targeted for the big guys,
And with you saying that you started out with hoodies, what have you expanded to now?
We want to go out on a Friday night and look good.
So with you saying that you started out with hoodies first, what have all you expanded to now with your clothing line?
I've also, right now, I've done crew necks, I've done jackets, I've done basketball shorts, I've done tees, Right now I'm actually working on jean suits, more jackets than anything now. I can show you a sample of a jacket that I have now, but right now I'm really focusing on jackets, getting ready for the spring. I've done fleece sweatsuits, I've done terry sweatsuits. That's what I was talking about, the difference in threads and thread counts. Fleece sweatsuits are a little bit heavier, more ideal for the wintertime, keep you nice and warm. The terry hoodies and the terry sweatsuits, they're a little bit lighter. They're more designated for the spring. You could wear it on a breezy spring night, or a warm like summer, or a warm summer night. Something that just gives you variety. That's the biggest thing, is the variety.
Now, let me ask you this, because I do know you have a full-time job and a family.
Yes.
So how do you maintain a work-life balance without stressing?
They say when you do what you love, that it's not a job for you and it's not a chore for you. So as much as sometimes you do miss like that little free time that you have, when you actually see people walking around and tagging you in your clothes, something that's yours, oh man, it makes all that time that you carve and hard work that you put in is worth it when you see that. Like, my mom's actually took one of my shirts. Actually, let me not say took, because I don't want her to come at me like that. My mom actually bought a shirt, and my mom's went to England, and my mom was out there posing in London and everything with my clothes on. Like I said, I'm small time, but my mother made it, just her being out there with it and people seeing it. And my cousins actually hit me up and they were like, hey, we would like to get some clothes and stuff too. Like, you just took me international not knowing,
That's lit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's super dope. And I actually had a friend who, she had bought a sweatshirt. One of my classic sweatshirts, I actually sold out of those. I'm sorry, I don't have any samples on me right now, but I'll give more detail about that later. But she had bought one of our classic sweatshirts, and she had bought it for her son. And they went to Italy, and they were out there in Italy. They went to the Colosseum. They're taking photos and all that, like I said, in my clothes. So, which was super dope. Like I said, like, not a lot of people who actually start their businesses like I did have the opportunity to see their clothes abroad. Even if it's just one or two people. That's one or two people that's abroad in your shit.
Exactly.
That's a big accomplishment. So like I said, I just thank God daily, because like I said, he gave me the talent, he gave me the skill, he gave me the drive to want to do this. And I want to take this to the moon.
I know that's right. Hold on, let me ask you this one question here.
Talk to me.
You would think I would know these questions by heart by now, but it's like, no. Not just quite yet. Where I'm at in life. There we go. My interviews. Oh, okay. I'm gonna ask that one next. So, do you want to do any volunteer work for the community, or how will your business help the community?
Oh no, I definitely want to do some volunteer work. Like I said, everything costs. So I'm just trying to get to a space where I'm able to give back and it doesn't affect me in the long run. But definitely, I have a couple of friends that have a couple of different businesses, a couple of different ventures. I definitely want to donate my friend actually has a basketball team, not a basketball team, he has a basketball league, a summer league that he does, and he has kids and adults. Excuse me. I want to be able to actually make all the uniforms for his whole league and not be able to charge. Like, I'm working towards that. It may not be next year, may not be the year after, but I'm going to get to it. The fact that I could just be like, bro, here's uniforms. Just let me know what sizes you need. Let me know what colors you want for what teams, and we'll make it happen. I can actually, like I said, I have basketball shorts here that I actually made that I can show as well. But like I said, that's one thing I actually want to do. A collaboration I have to speak to his wife. One of my friends, he just like died not too long ago.
Oh, my condolences.
Thank you. God bless the Will Adams and his family. And I want to do something as far as my company and his company, because he actually had opened up 2 rental halls. So I want to do something in collaboration with them and actually give back to the community as well. So like I said, I'm just trying to get things in order, get my ducks in a row so I can be able to like here, and not have to worry about it later on.
That's even more exposure, though, the fact that you're going to do uniforms for a league, because then people gonna see that and they're gonna be like, hey, who did that for you? And boom, here you are with basketball leagues. Like, hey, can you do some uniforms for my team too? I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Oh, Kev, that's what's up. I love people that are doing great with their businesses, and I'm just hoping with those I fuck with and that fuck with me, I hope, y'all can provide me guidance along the way as well.
Listen, man, all of this is each one teach one, man. We all, like I said, we all have our niches. Like I said, I've done podcasting before. I'm a co-host now on somebody's podcast. Like I said, any way I can help people, I'm free with the information. Like,
because I mean, it takes a village. It takes a village.
Listen, I tell people all the time, when you go to the bread aisle, there's 50 loaves of bread. Just because you buy my bread doesn't stop the next guy from getting his bread sold. So let's just all, like I said, we can all get money together, man. This money doesn't stop. So why not?
When was it you realized your business was going to be successful?
When was it when my business was going to be successful? Okay. I was at I did my first pop-up shop. I was in Brooklyn. And you remember outside of that, that's when I had got sick. And I was telling you, I had found out I had diverticulitis. And all I remember, we had that whole exchange. And I wasn't going to do the pop-up shop. I'm like, nah, I don't feel well. I don't got the energy to go to Brooklyn. I don't have no car right now. I'm over here looking homeless. I got this shopping cart with 2 big ass bags, big ass garbage bags full of clothes. I didn't know what to expect. I went out there and I literally just had my clothes. I had these little bitty cards that just had my company on them. I didn't have a banner. I didn't have nothing. I went out there and just gave it my all. Like, listen, set up my table as far as I knew how to set it up. Because like I said, it's a science to this sometimes when it comes to going out there and being at these pop-up shops and having your table and then having other people who sell stuff as well, and you're looking at everybody else. And this is my first time doing one of these. So, I'm feeling a little intimidated. I'm looking at everybody else. They got their racks up and all that shit. And I'm just like,
damn.
No, I'm telling you, like they had like 4-foot banners behind them and all this shit. Table runners. And I'm sitting here with 2 bottles of water. I had got these little bitty cards printed up so I could just like spread over the table. Like, yeah, you guys could grab one of these. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, I'm out of my league. Like, I'm out of my league. And I'm like, and I had to grasp it. I'm like, yo, bro, you done been through worse shit and made it out of this shit. Do what you do best. And like I said, the pieces that I did have, I was running down on everybody. I'm sitting at the table. Anybody that ran by my table, I'm like, listen, I got kicks for that. You got kicks? Your kicks are fire. I got a sweatsuit for that. I got a sweatshirt for that. Yo, I got a hat for that. Like, it was good. Like, come talk to me. And everybody just came through. Once I get to talking and I get you, it's like, Martin, like, gotcha, bitch. Like, come here. Like, let's go. And I walked, and I think that was like one of the highest selling pop-up shops I've ever done. And I'm like, nah, I'm going to be good. I'm going to be good. Like, once I can get you to come over and I can have that conversation with you and I can let you know, like, this is not no bullshit. This is not no me going downtown and buying sweatsuits and just throwing shit on them. Nah, I'm actually involved in the whole process. I'm involved in the designing. I'm involved with with the materials. I have a manufacturer. My manufacturer's overseas, and like I said, I speak to him every day. Like I said, every day I want to step. Like, send me pictures. Let me know what you're doing today. You know, everything. I sit there with him and we mock up designs sometimes. And I know he's frustrated with me, and I appreciate him to the T, because I'll send him 50 designs. And out of those 50 designs, I'm tweaking them all 100 times before we actually get them going. But he's been patient with me, and everything we've come out with has been a hit. So I'm never mad. But that's when I realized I was going to be good. I'm like, nah, I do this shit forever. I can do this shit in my sleep now. You know?
Right, those little hurdles you got to get across.
Yeah, I'm telling you, yo, Jazz, when I mean I'm in pain, I'm walking like an old man. I'm like, yo, I don't know. Like, then I get to the train. Like I said, I get to that train station. There's no elevator there. So now I'm bumping this shit down steps. I had money. I made sure I had money to get back in the Uber. But getting there, I'm like, nah, you just gonna have to jump on the motherfucking train. And I'm telling you, and then when I got off the train, it was like, yeah, it's like 10 blocks up. And where it was, I was in Brooklyn, wasn't the nicest part of Brooklyn. Shout out to my Brooklyn people. But I was just like, you know what? I was determined. I was gonna get my ass there. I was on time. Pardon me tonight. I was on time. I made sure everything was good. Got my ass there, set up. Like I said, and I'm just literally looking around like, yo, bro, this is not what you thought it was gonna be. But my biggest shit was like, if I make one sale tonight, I'm accomplished. Like, I feel good if I made one sale. I sold out damn near both shopping carts and shit. I went home. I came in with about 40 pieces and left with maybe about like 8.
Hey, you probably wasn't even expecting that.
I wasn't. I'm telling you, Jazz, my biggest shit was like, yo, I know I'm going to be out of my league. If I sell one piece, I'll be happy. If I walk out of here with one piece sold, I'm happy. I left with 8 pieces and I came in with 40. And it's also, like I said, the love of the people around you. Because my friends, they're all from Harlem. They're from the Bronx and all that. They all like about 5 of them pulled up and they all bought stuff. I had a couple of my friends came up, a couple of family members. They pulled up. They lived in Brooklyn. They was like, yo, we pulling up. We coming to buy sweatshirts. What you got?
I love it.
Like I said, it's always good to have the love of the people that you know. But what I learned, especially in business, is the strangers always support more. But just having the love of the people that you actually fuck with come through and support you, especially at shit like this when this was nowhere near in their way, that's priceless too. But I was like, yo, I got this. I go anyway. I don't give a fuck.
I'm gonna be like you. All right, Kev. So let's see these article of clothing that you brought for us this evening.
Oh yes. So as you can see right now, I have on I call this my anarchy sweatsuit. As you can see with the axe, this is actually one of them. This is not my main logo. My main logo is just to give you a brief history as well. Primal Luxury. I call the line Primal Luxury.
Pause, Kev.
Because
there we go. You have froze
kids,
for a minute.
Like,
but you're good now. You're clear now. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, and you froze again.
All right. Am I better? Am I good?
Yes. Okay. And you're saying that logo is not your primary logo.
No, that's not my primary logo. I'll show you right now. Let me flip this. I swear I hate Zoom sometimes. So this is my primary logo. It's the gas mask, but it's normally surrounded. If you see the white, it's the wing. Those are actually wings that's around it. So that's my primary logo. When I first started the company, in 2010, I had a whole different name for it. But then I had to realize, like, this might not work. So, the original name for no, for real. Like I had to really sum or with that name, it may stir up some shit. The original name of the company was All American Terrorist.
Yeah.
Listen, as a black man, that's how I feel like we are perceived in America.
Okay.
So I named my brand, like I said, I'm a hood dude. This is what I'm from the hood. I'm a fat nigga from the hood who likes to dress good. And like I said, they didn't have shit for us. But also, like I said, my company name was broader than just me. And like I said, I had to go back to the thinking board and come up with another name. And Primal Luxury is what I came out with. And like I said, it's still bigger than me. Primal Luxury is, like I said, it's as inner city kids, like getting dressed and being fly, whether you're fat, skinny, big, tall, short. It's like I said, it's almost like an instinct for you. Like I said, you see so many dudes, especially older dudes. Like I've been raised around older dudes, and they was always fly. Mm-hmm. Especially like I said, being an inner city kid, being fly is like one of the biggest things you can be. Everybody has their own different style, whole different thing, but being fly is almost like an instinct. It's like getting up to like brush your teeth, wash your face. You have to drink water. You got to get fly. So that's why I came out with the Primal Luxury, because it's almost like a primal instinct to get fresh.
I like that.
So going back to the products, hopefully we don't freeze.
If you can hear me, Kev, you froze.
Like I said, this is my t-shirt. Lord, what is going on?
There we go.
All right, cool. So let me just switch this back real quick. Let me open up this pack. Did you guys get to see the t-shirts?
Yeah, saw the t-shirt with the gas mask.
All right, so I'm going to open up the basketball shorts right now. I actually dropped the basketball shorts and the t-shirt in conjunction. If you don't know by now, red is my favorite color. But I've actually expanded to other colors as well. But see me running around with something Primal Luxury. You got some black, you got some red, you got something in it, and these were inspired by Chicago Bulls shorts, of course. So as you can see, I got the luxury going across the front of the shorts.
Okay. Luxury dick. I'm just playing, y'all.
Pretty much. Listen, it costs to be the boss. Of course, you got the logo right here on the side.
Yes, gotta have it.
Gotta have the logo on it, and I can't. Where's the shirt? Actually, on the sleeve, my hashtag is actually no cosign. So if you notice on a lot of my newer pieces, somewhere hidden on them, it'll say no cosign. So it'll be like either on the sleeve, it may be on the bottom. Because like I said, I'm one of the few people that I know that actually have clothes online. And it's not, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but you already know there's always that one person or one or two people that have their stuff and they don't get the support of their peers all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel those be the ones that actually take off and do a lot better because they feel they have something to prove. Hello?
Yep, I can hear you now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, like I'm one of the few people that I know that, but for me, it was just like I felt like I wasn't getting the support of everybody I knew. Like everybody was rushing to like 1 or 2, 3 people. So I've been successful. And like I said, I haven't got a cosign from really anybody I know. So that's where the no cosign came from. Like I'm not getting co-signed by everybody over here. But at the same time, I'm not mad at that because everybody over here is me. So I take, like I said, I take it with a grain of salt. You're not always gonna get, like I said to you earlier, everybody that you know or that you're cool with may not support you. And that's cool. At first you kind of be like, yo, that's fucked up. But for all those people that don't support you, it's going to be 50 million strangers that's going to come over here and support you and will boost your business more than the motherfuckers that you do know. So you just got to, like I said, it's wins and losses.
Yeah, because one of my friends, he's actually going through that now. He was like, people who I would support, you know, what they're doing, reposting their business and stuff. And he's like, but nobody's reposting my business or liking anything, let alone not purchasing at least an article of clothing or some type of merchandise. And I'm like, I always heard from people who started their businesses is that those close to you will typically not be the ones to jump at first in supporting you.
Yep.
And I kind of figured it will be the strangers who's going to support you more because they're like, oh, what new shit is this? Let me see what this is about.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. Like I told you, like I used to be like really pissed off. Like, yo, bro, like you my man. Like you can't buy a sweatshirt and my shit is, and I'm like, yo, bro, like I'm decent. Like y'all niggas is buying $200 Nike Tech sweatsuits. Like I'm a little bit cheaper, bro, but I got the same quality. Like I'm giving you the same quality and shit, a little bit cheaper, bro. Like I'm independent. Nike could charge you fucking $25 and still make their money. You know what I'm saying? Because they got millions of shit out, bro. I'm out here doing 20 pieces at a time, and that's another thing I forgot to tell you. Like with my clothing line, I only do about 20 to 25 pieces per color, depending on the rush, because I try to keep it exclusive. So it could be 100 pieces. So just say, like with this sweatsuit, I only did this in red. I'm coming out in green and blue.
Ooh.
You're only going to see about 25 people in red. Then you may see another 25 people in blue. Then you may see another 25 people in green. Y'all all got the same shit, just different colors, unless you bought each color, which still gives me a type of brand exclusivity. It's not a, so you could see somebody in the same shit, but unless they caught that shit when you caught it, you ain't gonna catch it in that red again, unless it's by popular demand.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, that way, like I said, that way, one, it keeps me fresh on my toes, so I have to constantly have different designs for shit to come out. That way, like I said, you ever walked into a party and seen people with the same sneakers and same clothes on, and everybody just scattered in the party looking like a bunch of fucking doppelgangers?
Yes.
That shit is the worst.
Look like some doppelgangers.
Yeah, as a kid, it was cool. As an adult, you never want to walk into a spot and you got on the same exact outfit, same exact sneakers, same exact hat as somebody.
Now, let me ask you this real quick. Lord, I think we a little bit over, but let me ask you this. With your brand and or business, have you gotten it LLC'd or trademarked or anything yet?
Hell yeah.
Hey, don't be making that face.
Oh, no. No, I have though, but as far as claiming it actually on taxes and stuff, I'm not ready for that yet. I don't think I'm ready for that yet. Once I do a full, like I haven't launched my website yet. I have an Instagram page which I'll give you guys in a few, but I haven't launched my website. And like I said, there's still a couple more things I want to do before I get to that. Everything is a step. I got the LLC just for, and it's funny, and I got the LLC purposely because I have, like I said, there's people I know that have clothing lines. Like I have watched people deliberately bite my shit. Like these are people I know that I cool with, that I speak to. I'll come out with something, or I'll drop I'll be like, yo, like on my Facebook, I'll be like, you know, Jazz. I'm like, yo, Jazz, what you think about this? I've done that on my Facebook and watched them run to the store and buy something similar and come up with something similar to it in a cheaper version. So I'm like, nah, you know what? Let me go grab this LLC. One, you can't steal my name. That's the first part. Two, once I get to a certain level and you continue to steal my shit, I'm suing your ass. Friend or not, fuck you. This is my intellectual property. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and I'm not gonna sit here and go through 50 designs or try to and racking my brain to come out with designs and shit, and then you be like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna do something similar and just take my whole shit. Like even down to styles, like motherfuckers have bit, and I'm like, you raggedy motherfucker.
And we're going to court.
Yeah. So, and part of that, that's part of it that was kind of a segue to show you one of my latest designs. The funny shit is everybody I know that has an independent clothing company, the ones that do jackets, everybody, the first thing they do is go to varsity. I'm like, I'm not doing varsity. So what I did was I went old school and did the classic satin jacket.
Oh. And I actually love that color green. That would definitely complement my skin tone.
Listen, you know I'm all about compliments. This is my secondary logo, which is my elephant, my fat boy. You see, he got the belly out.
Look at it. It's cute. I love it.
That's my fat boy.
And then you got your elephant wearing the primary logo.
Of course.
Damn, that is dope.
Everything is methodical, and like I said, the no cosign is always somewhere around.
Damn, boy, wait till yeah, I can't wait for you to drop that link for me. Fuck around and get me a goddamn jacket.
Listen, I'm telling you. I started when I said I'm gonna do jackets, this is what I started with. I have some other new ones that I actually designed on my page as well. I do have one varsity on there, a design, but that's just for the kick of it. But the satins, that's what I'm going for the spring. I'm definitely going with the satin jackets, the old school, like the old school Knick jackets they used to have, the old school Yankee jackets. We used to be fly as kids with them shits on.
Okay.
Them nice satin jackets. Your moms make sure you had your little hat to go with it, or if the girls with your bobos that matched and everything. You know how that go. So, like I said, I'm just trying to restore the feelings, man.
Yes. All right. Well, I ain't gonna hold up too much of your time, and I gotta take my ass to sleep because I gotta wake up at almost the ass crack of dawn. I gotta hit up the bank.
I hear you.
So, y'all, the link will be down below. Make sure y'all subscribe, like, and share. And as always, gang, y'all do something nice for someone. Be the reason why somebody smiles. Until later, y'all stay sucker free.
Salute, yeah.